In the summer of 2007, I was in the southern part of Salem, Oregon. That night, my friend Tina and I had went to visit her son and his wife on their horse farm. We had a nice dinner and some nice chat, but soon it was time to head back to Hillsboro where we lived. Tina asked her son Keith what was a quick way back to the freeway from there. After he gave what I thought were some simple directions, we got in her SUV and headed towards what should have been the freeway. Eventually, we were distracted by having conversation and lost track of our directions and ended up on a dark forest road. It started to rain and the road got muddy because it wasn't paved. We didn't know where the hell we were, especially me, being from California. But we continued bouncing and bumping along for a mile or two until we came to pavement again. On the left side of the road, we could see lights coming from a house in the distance. "We can stop there and ask for directions," Tina said. I was a little bit nervous because I had heard some negative stories about Salem, Oregon. That's Oregon, not Massachusetts. But the reason I was a little uneasy is because I was told that the area was racist. And being black and Tina is white, I realized that in some areas, people are not down with that. So we pull into the driveway and the big garage door was closed. But it had these rectangular windows where you could look in. Tina said, "Go and ask for directions." And I said, "Why me? You being white, they might be more receptive." Now, some people who are not black would probably think I was being silly. But that's because they're not black. So I get out of the Jeep, it's still raining, and walk up to the big door and knock on it. Several seconds went by. Eventually, I saw a pair of eyes at the rectangular window. I didn't know what they might do once the door opened. Tina stayed in the car. The big door started to rise upward as I could hear the pair of eyes saying, "Hey fellas, we got us a couple of visitors. It's a black guy with a real cutie." And on the inside, I was like, "Oh, here we go." When I turned around to look at the car, Tina was shrugging her shoulders as if to say, "What do you want me to do? I'm just a girl." How convenient. I thought. "Come on and out of the rain, you guys," said the big dude with the eyes. "Have some of this chicken. A beer, or we can play some pool." Needless to say, I was more surprised than Tina. I was actually not expecting such a warm welcome. I guess I sound pretty narrow-minded, but this was my first time in Oregon, and I was from Los Angeles, where we knew practically nothing about Oregon. But we had a great time eating chicken, playing pool, cracking jokes, and I had a beer. Tina said it was getting late, so we decided to continue on down the road. "Now that was really nice," Tina said. I agreed and replied, "Yes, it actually was. I honestly didn't expect it to turn out that way." "Yeah, you were probably thinking that we were going to get jacked." We both laughed and at the same time, thanked the Lord.